Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. Starting with Egypt Independent, which leads reporting that US State Department spokesperson James Psaki has refused to comment on news about joint airstrikes on Libya from Egypt and the UAE. The paper also reports that military spokesperson Mohammed Samir said the Second Army arrested 4 wanted terrorists in Sheikh Zayed and Rafah, destroyed a vehicle and 6 motorcycles without license plates that were allegedly used in carrying out terrorist attacks. From Lebanon, the Daily Star leads its Middle East news reporting that Electricité du Levant has said that it has placed its headquarters in Beirut in the custody of security forces, asking its employees to evacuate the building, which it described as under occupation by striking workers. The paper also reports that the Special Tribunal for Lebanon has resumed hearing evidence in the case of the assassination of former Prime Minister Rafik Hariri. The Khalij Times reports that Israeli airstrikes killed at least 8 Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, and Hamas kept up their rocket fire on southern Israel as Egypt pressed on with efforts to broker a durable truce. The paper also reports that according to a circular issued by the UAE Ministry of Interior, women motorists who are caught applying makeup or combing hair while driving will be fined 1,000 dinar each and their vehicles seized for a month. From Turkey, the Hurriyet reports that throughout a lengthy and tumultuous political process, the Turkish capital marked yet another milestone yesterday when President-elect Recep Tayyip Erdogan chaired a cabinet meeting in his current capacity as the Prime Minister for the last time. The paper also reports that Turkey's defence authorities are set to outsource the security of its oil and natural gas pipelines to a third party in a bid to protect the structures from sabotage and theft. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East news from UK papers. The Telegraph leads its Middle East news reporting that a military commander said Tehran will accelerate arming Palestinians in the occupied West Bank in retaliation for Israel deploying a spy drone over Iran. The paper adds that the warning comes a day after Iran's elite Revolutionary Guards said they had brought down an Israeli stealth drone above the Natanz uranium enrichment site in the center of the country. The Guardian leads its Middle East news reporting that US officials have claimed UAE pilots flying out of Egyptian air bases allegedly twice targeted Islamist fighters vying to take control of the Libyan capital Tripoli last week, in what would be an escalation of a regional power play between Islamists and opposing governments across the Middle East. Also from the UK, the Independent reports that as the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge continues to grab headlines, the Rubble Bucket Challenge has been launched in solidarity with those in Gaza who have lost their homes in the ongoing conflict with Israel. The paper says using the hashtag Rubble Bucket Challenge to raise awareness on social media, campaigners have swapped ice and water-filled containers for sand and rocks. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East news in international papers. From Germany, the Deutsche Welle reports that different militias have been fighting for weeks over the Libyan capital Tripoli's airport, and now the Islamist-dominated alliance Fajr Libya has captured the airport. The paper says the capture has destroyed the hope of quieter times ahead for this North African country. The China Daily reports that Syrian Foreign Minister Walid al-Muallim has said that any international effort to battle terrorism inside Syria must come in coordination with the Syrian government, stressing his country's readiness to cooperate on the regional and international levels to fight terrorism. The paper adds that he reiterated that any uncoordinated international intervention to fight terrorism inside Syria would be considered a violation to the sovereignty of Syria. And finally, the International New York Times reports that the Obama administration said Monday that it brought the family of the American hostage Peter Theo Curtis together with the government of Qatar in an effort to secure his release, but insisted that it told the Qataris not to pay a ransom for the captured journalist. And for more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.